Hello everybody! In this lesson, I will discuss 4 examples where we will look at patterns in diagram form. These are the types of questions that you can expect in a test or an exam on number patterns. Let's start. A factory makes window frames. Type 1 has 1 window pane. Type 2 has 4 window panes. Type 3 has 9 window panes, and so on. So type 4 has 16. How many window panes will there be in type 5? Now, first of all, you need to see the sequence. So the sequence is 1, 4, 9, 16. And by now, I think you can see what happened. Type 1 was 1 squared. Type 2 is 2 squared, which is 4. Type 3 is 3 squared, which is 9. Type 4 is 4 squared, which is 16. So type 5 will be 5 squared, which is 25. How many window panes will there be in type 6? 6 squared, which is 36. Let us complete the table. So the frame type 1, the number of window panes, 1. Type 2, 4. Type 3, 9. Type 4, 16. Can you see a general rule or formula for this pattern? Yes, indeed. Tn is equal to n squared. It's the type of frame, the number in the sequence squared. Tn is n squared. The pattern below is made from squares. So the first pattern is 1 square. So it's 1. Then, can you see what happened? Left and right, a square was added and on top. So the next pattern consists of 4 squares. Then 1 on each side were added and 1 on top. So to get to the next pattern, it was the previous 4 plus 3, which is 7. And again 3 were added. So the fourth pattern was the 7 from the previous one plus 3 is 10. How many squares will be in pattern 5? Can you see every time 3 was added? Therefore, in pattern 5, there will be 13. Let's complete the table. Pattern 1, number of squares 1. Pattern 2, number of squares 4. Pattern 3, number of squares 7. Pattern 4, number of squares 10. Pattern 5, number of squares 13. Pattern 20. So now, instead of adding 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, we can work out the general formula. So remember, we now know that the constant difference is 3 because it takes 3 to get from one term to the other one. And then we start with Tn equals 3n. Can you remember? The constant difference times n. But now we just need to find the rule for this sequence. And the rule is Tn is 3n minus 2. Let's check if we're right. Term 1 is 3 times 1. This is n's number. Minus 2 is 1. Yes. Term 2 is 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. So yes, we're right. So for term 20, it will be 3 times 20 minus 2, and the value will be 58. The following pattern is given. Smiley faces. There's 1, there's 3, there's 6, there's 10. How many smileys will be in the fifth pattern or in the fifth term? So let's see. What happened? To get from 1 to 3, 2 smileys were added. To get from 3 to 6, 3 smileys were added. To get from 6 to 10, 4 smileys were added. So what do you think? To get from 10 to the next one, 5 smileys will be added. Therefore, it's 15. 10 plus 5 is 15. Describe the pattern in your own words. 2 was added, then 3, then 4. Is there a constant difference? No. Remember, constant means the same number. Is it a linear sequence? No, since there is no constant difference. Study the following patterns made by putting arrows together. In the first pattern, there's 3 arrows. In the second pattern, there's 5. In the third pattern, there's 7. How many arrows will be in pattern 4? Now, do you agree we need to find out how did we get from 3 to 5? And we added 2. And to get from 5 to 7, again, we added 2. So now for the fourth pattern, to get from 7 to the next number, we add 2. Therefore, there will be 9 arrows. Write down in your own words the pattern that you see. 2 arrows were added. Is there a constant difference? Yes, indeed. 2. Therefore, it's a linear sequence. Write down a formula for the nth pattern in this linear sequence. So we start with Tn is equal to 2n. Remember, this 2 is the constant difference, n. And then we are looking for a number there, and in this one, it's going to be 2n plus 1. Now let's check if we're right. Pattern 1, we want 3. And then it's the 2, the constant difference n. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Let's check pattern 2. The 2 is the constant difference. The n is the second term, which is 2 in this case. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Yes, we are right. Therefore, the formula for the nth pattern will be Tn is equal to 2n plus 1. Thank you for watching my lessons. I want to ask you, have you subscribed yet? And please tell all your friends about Online Maths by Miss Pythagoras.